Hi, when it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Xtra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public's opinions on trending issues, we'll also bring you podcasts on social media.
A segment on EP Xtra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin Fnk.
And me, Irene Tax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Xtra, your infotainment hub.
Hi, when it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Xtra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public's opinions on trending issues, we'll also bring you podcasts on social media.
A segment on EP Xtra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin Fnk.
And me, Irene Tax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Xtra, your infotainment hub.
On Hard Talk, we review and fact check our duty bearers. They are tough talk.
You know JB Dankwa is not Ekufodo's blood relative. Are you aware?
How much did you give to NDC?
I cannot mention. I'm talking about role of money.
Their promises and commitment to deliver the goods. We analyze, we probe, we research and investigate. We face the nation with facts and accurate news.
2020 is the era of the realization of the Pan-Africanism.
On Hard Talk, nothing is missing.
We put together the Creative Arts Bill. So now you can call it the Arts Bill. Where is it?
If there is no market, the industry collapses.
All the sides, all the angles.
When you have a government whose back is against the wall, and they are so desperately trying to change the conversation.
He has a way of, handling his issues.
The border closure affects Nigerians more than Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians actually apply that?
There will be never 100% anything on this end unless you go to God.
I love to be here.
I'm known around the world as the cream of creams, Kofi Asante Mensah. Join me on Hard Talk. Hard Talk, going behind the hard talk.
Hi! When was the last time you read a good book or listened to a great poetry piece? Do you feel lazy doing either of them? You can be a part of the show as well. Just send me a DM, and like I always say, join me on my MPYOB, let's chill.
When it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Xtra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public's opinions on trending issues, we'll also bring you podcasts on social media.
A segment on EP Xtra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin Fnk.
And me, Irene Tax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Xtra, your infotainment hub.
Alright, so the weekend for majority of people is pretty much a good one because it officially opens the weekend relaxation, especially for the working class people. But for some of us here in the studios of EP TV Africa, it's time for us to bring you EP Xtra with me, Kelvin Fnk. So for the next 30 minutes, I have a lot of entertaining stories, especially those that has been happening for the past couple of days now. So if you're not following us on our various social media handle, you are pretty much lacking something behind. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube is EP TV Africa. You can also log on to our website, www.eptvafrica.com. So today, I'm talking about Black Rasta. I will be bringing you an update about Black Rasta. Remember that a couple of weeks ago, I made mention of the fact that he revealed that he is not a religious person, but he's a spiritual person. There's a new spirituality to Black Rasta spiritual atmosphere. I'm sure you'd want to know an update about that. And later on, I have an update about SBB Niger star Nina. So if you've been following the BB Niger reality show for the past couple of years now, Nina's name, Nina Ivy's name, cannot escape your mind, because this girl was one of the, like, we call her the slow poison girl during a season in the BB Niger house. This time around, she happens to have remarried in the United States. I'm going to be bringing you an update as to what led to Nina remarrying in the United States. And later on, we'll be telling you some revelation coming from Kanye West. So we all know that for the past couple of days now, Kanye West has been trending because the guy talks too much. That is just basically the bottom line. Because of his over talking and over saying statements he's not supposed to say, saying stuff out of proportion, a lot of companies he is actually associated with has taken off their partnership with him, and the guy has come out to reveal some amount of money that he has lost because these companies have decided to not continue with their deals with him. And later on, Elon Musk has officially taken over Twitter after all the buzz with the top executives at Twitter. Is now the owner of Twitter officially. So details of this and many more we have coming up on today's EP Xtra with me, Kelvin Fnk. We are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. If you're just logging on, you logged on right on time. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles, and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can easily access us wherever you are all around the world. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll be taking you through the stories properly. We'll be right back.
To Sports Therapy. Sports Therapy is a sports and entertainment TV show that deals with previews and reviews from all sporting faculties, from football, basketball, tennis, and boxing. I won't be doing this alone because I have celebrity guests in the studios with me as we discuss their favorite teams and why they support those sporting faculties. This show is segmented into 3 different sections. The first segment delves deep into analysis of the sporting faculty for the day, after which we go to the streets to take the views of the people on their favorite teams and predictions. And we give results of the week just passed. The second segment has to do with the celebrity guest in Studio B.
So if we need a striker, I think we need someone else to replace Lacazette for us to get to where the game exactly is.
And the third segment has to do with the trivial games of knowledge.
Mayweather has changed the face of boxing, so I think he is the best.
Catch me live on this station from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday.
Hi, when it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Xtra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public opinion on trending issues, we also bring you factors on social media.
A segment on EP Xtra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin Fnk.
And me, Irene Tax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Xtra, your infotainment hub.
Welcome.
Alright, you're welcome back. The program is EP Xtra with me, Kelvin Fnk. If you're just logging on, you logged on right on time. We are just about to kickstart. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube is EP TV Africa. You can also log on to our website, www.eptvafrica.com, and of course, you get all the various entertaining programs we have there. So it's weekend. I mean, I love Fridays. Fridays for me is that day where, of course, I know that after today I can go and sleep some more and relax and chill. But for now, I have a lot of stories for you guys. So basically, I'm starting off in Ghana. We are talking about Black Rasta. A couple of weeks ago, remember that I brought an update on how Black Rasta, came out in an interview saying that he is not a religious person but a very spiritual person. You know, Black Rasta's mouth is like I would not want to use a comment for that, but Black Rasta is known for his openly way of saying stuffs, and of course people don't really vibe to the way he says certain things. But this time around, the good news is the guy has been ordained as a pastor. Did you expect that? Black Rasta, after all the buzz is being given to people on air. He's turned out to become an ordained pastor. So interestingly, this particular story came as a surprise to many. I really say as a surprise to many. To some, probably to those who might be very close to Black Rasta, this might not be a surprise. But to me in particular, this is a surprising story. Black Rasta now, hey pastor, after the Rastafarian life, the Reggaemanian life and everything, he's now an ordained pastor. I'm so waiting to hear the kind of messages he's going to be preaching to his congregation if he decides to start a church. But the good news is Black Rasta right now would not be addressed as Black Rasta again. You have to put the pastor title in front of his name before addressing him. I mean, it's pretty good because no matter how you try to be stubborn, when God finds you, when he catch you, he go really grab you. And I think this is the situation for Black Rasta. But we are super happy on the fact that Black Rasta has been ordained as a pastor. Maybe from now his way of saying certain things on radio and on public platforms reduce. That is if he is reading the same Bible we are reading. But congratulations to Black Rasta on that particular one. Now, away from Black Rasta pastoral story and everything, let's move into Nigeria. Starting off in Nigeria, continuing in Nigeria, we are talking about Nina Ivy. So Nina is one of those, BB Nigeria housemaid doing a session that seemed to be very quiet. This girl doesn't really say much, but she do a lot. Her silence is her power. When she came out of the house, a lot of people were blasting her here and there, but she actually found a way of keeping her stand in the industry. So after she came out of the house, she got married. She got married to a guy named Anthony, and they actually had their traditional marriage in Nigeria. After getting, married traditionally, they moved all the way to United States of America. Probably the American blood infected her, and they decide to break up. So, in a new development, Nina remarries after break. So, Nina Ivy remarries African American man after separating from her Nigerian husband in the U.S. Nina Ivy recalled that the former BB Nigeria reality star had her traditional wedding in 2020 to a Nigerian man named Anthony. She relocated to the US and welcomed a son with her husband. However, the marriage has ended and Nina has now married an African American man named Chris Miller. The reason we are able to tell that she's officially married is the fact that her name has now changed from Nina Miller. So it's not Nina Ivy anymore, Nina Anthony. On a social media handle, which everybody is pretty much seeing right now, her name has changed from the Nina Anthony to Nina Miller. And we wish her all the very best. When you're in the States really has a way of getting a hold of you. And I think that is one of the situations for Nina. But we're happy with something is not working. Probably what she had with Anthony. And of course, they have a beautiful son. Whatever they had seems not to be working. That is why she decided to marry an African. I don't know why they're making the whole report African American. Just say American, because the guy is an American. So let's leave it like that. So yes, we are happy for Nina on the fact that she has remarried, and we are hoping to hear more good news from the camp of Nina Ivy as reality star of the BB Nigeria. So away from Nina's story, let's move on to Fast the Bad Guy. So Fast recently celebrated his 32nd birthday. I never knew this guy was this young. He looks pretty much, grown than his age, but let me not come into that. But what we are reporting today is the fact that recently Fast celebrated his 32nd birthday, and his mom has a very beautiful way of wishing her son a happy birthday. Before I say too much, I'm going to be showing you a couple of videos. The first one you'll be watching is Fast the Bad Guy's mom wishing him a happy 32nd birthday, and the second one is a short video highlight from the birthday celebration he had celebrating his 32nd birthday. So watch these videos. We'll be right back.
Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, darling. Happy birthday to you. Long life, good health, all-round fulfillment. A good wife. No baby mama, real wife. I don't want baby mama, I want real wife. In the name of Jesus, a good wife, a born-again Christian. Lórúkọ Jésù. And God will continue to lift you up, will establish you, give you good health and long life. He will continue to be a source of joy unto us. We love you, love you, love you, love you.
Up, down, get drip, man. Oh shit, big Angie! What's up? Boy! Drip check, drip check! We okay? You wanna go, you wanna get it back. You wanna win, get it back. Where's your F now? Where's your F now?
That was Fast the Bad Guy's mom wishing him a happy 32nd birthday. It is the prayer point for me. She's praying that her son doesn't have any baby mama. She knows why she's saying that, because in an era where these are entertainers and all these celebrities tend to be having baby mamas and baby daddies here about, I think it is high time the parents of the celebrities start putting them in prayer so they can be avoided. So yes, we've not heard any baby mama story from the camp of Fast the Bad Guy. I'm sure that is why the mother is officially sealing it, and if he pay heed to it, he of course will definitely come back with a testimony. We wish him all the very best on that particular one, and of course happy belated 32nd birthday to Fast the Bad Guy. Congratulations to him once again. Now, away from Nigeria, let's move into the international front. So last Wednesday, I brought an update about Kanye West, and for the past couple of days, even if you go on Twitter at the moment, his name is still trending, because Kanye seems to be, I wouldn't say going through a tough time, because this guy from 2018 till date, he's been going on various platforms saying things by heart. Ghanaian man will say he's been saying things by heart. He's been saying things without even thinking about it. But in a most recent, revelation, Kanye West reveals or claims that he lost $2 billion in a single day as a result of numerous significant partnerships quitting on him. Now, remember on Wednesday's EP Xtra update, I brought you an update on how Adidas actually quitted on him and many other brands. So he has come out to reveal that in the past couple of days, in a single day, he lost over $2 billion. Remember that a couple of months ago, he was enlisted as one of the wealthiest entertainer in the world at large. But right now, the guy's rate has dropped. But for some of you who might not really know a background to this particular story, I'm just going to be reading to you a brief about what actually led to Kanye West losing all these big endorsements from all these big companies. So Kanye West, who now goes by Ye, has been attracting negative attention and mounting calls for companies to cut ties with him following several weeks of troubling statements, many of them anti-Semitic. The ongoing wave of offensive speech began at Paris Fashion Week at the beginning of this month and continued with on-air footage from an interview with Tucker Carlson. False statements made during a podcast appearances about the cause of George Floyd's death and the recent anti-Semitic remarks made on social media. Those remarks appear to have emboldened a group of demonstrators to hold a sign over Los Angeles freeway that reads "Kanye is right." So Kanye decided to open his mouth and give his own opinion about Jewish community, and that particular statement is not going down well with a lot of brands that have actually associated with him, and that is a major reason they are all pulling out. In as much as he's come out to release a couple of videos apologizing to the general public, you see, interestingly, there's one thing about social media. When you make a certain statement or when you come on air to say certain words, you can't really erase it with your apology. Apology doesn't really work, and I think that's the case with Kanye West. We don't know what is going to be happening to him in the next couple of days, but what we are hearing is the fact that he has come out to reveal, or he's claiming that he lost over $2 billion in a single day after a lot of all these huge brands quitted on him. We are hoping to see something positive coming from his camp. We know he's now a Christian, but that is not actually the way a Christian works. But come on, let's leave Kanye West for his own saga and all that, and see how he pans out with his own story in the coming days. Now, away from Kanye West, let's talk a bit about Nick Cannon, who has officially launched, or who is about to get a football team as a family member right now, because this guy seems to be giving birth. You can literally tag Nick Cannon as the father of all nation right now, because you can count the number of ladies he's had babies with. So in the most recent reports, Nick Cannon is expecting his 12th child from Allison. So Alyssa happens to be one of his baby mamas, and they've had 2 kids together previously, but one died a couple of months ago, and they just lost a child a couple of months ago. Now today as we speak, she's expecting another child for him, totaling his children to 12. So the question a lot of people have been asking on social media is, how is this guy planning on taking care of all these kids? Is he going to give them the same attention he was given to by his single parents? But you know, he's a very open person when it comes to marriage. And I was telling my colleague a couple of hours ago that Nick Cannon is not actually supposed to be in America. He's supposed to be in Africa, Nigeria to be precise, where you can marry 12 wives and lodge all of them in one house and be feeding them. But you know, Americans has a way of taking care of their family and a way of, you know, paying their, you know, parental dues to their kids. We are hoping that when the 12th kid comes into line, he finds a way to manage his affair. The guy is a celebrity, so you never can tell. He knows he has the money to actually handle this whole issue. Wish him all the very best. So there you have it. Nick Cannon is expecting the 12th child from his baby mama. Now, away from Nick Cannon's story, before I move to my next story, don't forget that the program is EP Xtra with me, Kelvin Fnk, and we are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. If you're just logging on, you've kind of missed a couple of stories, but you can have a replay of this particular Friday's edition on our various social media handles. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube is EPTV Africa. You can also log on to our website, www.eptvafrica.com. Now, moving on, let's talk a bit about the man of the moment, Elon Musk. So a couple of weeks ago, or for the past couple of months now, it's been a banter between Elon Musk and you know, top executives at Twitter, you know, because he came out, first of all, he showed his interest on purchasing Twitter, and later on he came out to say that there were a lot of spam users in Twitter, and because Twitter were not being open with their documentation and everything, he was going to